An Ethiopian expert said that China has made real and visible progress in relieving the debt crisis for African countries, and that Western countries should do the same thing. The UK charity, Debt Justice, recently published a report, saying that African governments owe 3 times more debt to Western private lenders than to China, and are charged double the interest.
If you look at the total debt accumulation in Africa, the Chinese only take like 12% or 13% of the loan. But the Western countries might have this 35, like 3 times more than the loan of the Chinese already have. There are rooms for negotiations between Ethiopia and China or any other countries. They provide us concessional loans, and sometimes they're rescheduling of loan that protect us not going into this debt trap diplomacy. So this is the first thing we should note, that there are negotiations. This debt trap diplomacy is not true. It's for productive purposes, for infrastructure, for this health and education sector. Most of the loans that are coming from this, from China particularly, is meant for infrastructural projects. We can mention many things in Nigeria and Zambia, and Congo, and it is also true for Ethiopia. The debt relief that is coming from China might be very helpful for African countries, because we can mention some countries that have indebted with China mostly as compared with other countries. So I think China is doing well in this debt relief scheme. By the way, it includes like concessional loans, this restructuring, cancellation, and so on. So I think China has made some real and visible progresses in relieving this debt crisis for African countries, and we are also noticing for Ethiopian case. So the Western countries should do the same thing. There are productive debts and there are unproductive debts. So least developing countries should accept productive debts. That's what we are seeing from China.